What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So I just got kicked off of UAB's campus, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Just having a conversation, man. I'm just having a reasonable conversation with some African-American students who initially they didn't like me wearing a MAGA hat, but they kind of got over it quickly, but the police came and escorted me off. Now, I'm gonna explain to y'all what happened and how it led to the point of me getting kicked off the campus. So, started out, I'm obviously doing an event at UAB today. I'm doing it later. I'll be speaking about a lot of topics, man. I let the Lord lead me, but I know that a lot of topics that I want to speak about is white privilege. I want to speak about the victimhood mentality. I want to speak about censorship on campus. I want to speak about a lot of topics that I know are going on. And when I get on stage, you know, we're gonna have a unique conversation. But pertaining to what happened is that we went on campus to pass out flyers because the administration at UAB has given us a heck of a hard time. They told me that they canceled the event yesterday and now they put it back on, whatever they're trying to save face. We go to the student union area where people are eating at and we passing out flyers. One young kid, black kid from a fraternity, I'm not gonna say what frat he's from because I think they handled the situation well. He was the only problem. He got mad at me wearing a MAGA hat. Say, man, I don't want F to do with you wearing a MAGA hat. And y'all know me. I ain't no, you know what I'm saying? So I told the young man, I say, look, man, if you don't like it, just throw it in the trash. But all this bumping ain't gonna get you nowhere. So he go, well, what's up then? I turned around, I said, look, man, listen, like I come here in peace. But if you wanna catch these hands, you wanna take it there, we can make that happen. I don't know why you virtue signaling, because you ain't ready to fight, nobody. So he sat there and mouthed off. His fraternity guy came and shook my hand and said, brother, we're this fraternity. We're not about fighting and violence, man. He tripping. So he shook my hand, we walk off. We passed flyers out. I mean, I noticed that it was a group of black women at a table. They were recording me as I was walking around. They were talking, they were asking questions about me, whatever the case may be. So I walked over to the table. I said, well, let's have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You guys seem to not like the hat or whatever. Let's talk. Let's be civilized individuals and have a conversation. And so that's exactly what we did, man. We talked about Trump. They said that they couldn't stand Trump. They didn't mind that I was a conservative, that I voted Republican. They couldn't stand Trump. Now I asked them, I said, well, what about Trump do you not like? And nobody really have a concrete articulation of what they don't like. They just say, he's a racist, he's not for the black people. And I say, well, give me an example so we can argue the example. They didn't have any. So then they say, well, what do you feel about Trump? Why do you like him? We always hear the negative, why do you like him? And I started articulating very succinctly about cutting taxes, about American first values, about immigration, about the First Step Act, about urban revitalization. Like I went down the list of things and the reasons why I support the president. And towards the very end, a young man disagreed with me on the border wall. And I said, brother, illegal immigration is killing the black community. Literally, they're not going to the foothills. They're not going to Hollywood. They're going to these low-end communities that are competing for resources that aren't being allocated. And I told him, I said, you see what the schools are going through. You see how the community is being treated. Now you add 100,000 people to that situation, and the government is definitely not going to do anything positive. Now, we were having a good dialogue. Then here comes the police officers. They came and they said, hey, man, come holler at me real quick. 2 black officers. Now, I know the law. I was a police officer. I don't know if they read that on my resume. So I know for a fact they can't make me leave. They can't make me leave. They don't have reasonable suspicion to detain me, and they don't have probable cause to arrest me. So they can't make me leave. But in the spirit of how I operate, I'm a person of peace. And I feel like that I may need to leverage that peace later on. And this is not violating my constitutional rights to the point where I feel disenfranchised. So I said, you know what? I got an event later. I'll leave according to what they said. And I had a dialogue with them like, this is public property. I'm not doing anything. As you can see, we were just having a conversation. And I could tell they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I left. But what this goes to show, and I should have said this at the beginning of the video, is that the censorship on campus and the fear of reasonable dialogue. Think about this. A brother on campus with a MAGA hat. I'm probably the only black person in the entire campus that will wear a MAGA hat. Had my MAGA hat on. Then I'm having a conversation with a predominantly black fraternity. And the girls probably were a sorority, or it was a bunch of black girls too right next to them. So they may be either they friends or they may be a sister sorority. So we're having reasonable dialogue. We're talking about real issues. We're not arguing. We're not fighting. We're not, we're just having a conversation. And somebody on campus, I think it was the administrator, decided to call the police to get me removed. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. We should be able to have a conversation. We should be able, and I feel like these universities are fearing us having a conversation because they fear that if anybody that is articulate can articulate another side of the coin, that they will then lose control of the brainwashing session forever. Forever, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm encouraged because I felt like I was getting through to some of them, even though they were like, oh, we're not coming to the event. I'd rather go to church, and some girl in the background and saying all that stuff. And I'm like, listen, if you want to continue the conversation, you come to the event. And I think that they will. But I just thought I'd take some time and talk to y'all about this story, and let you know kind of what happened at UAB. If y'all end up hearing it or see videos about it or whatever the case may be, you'll hear from me first. But anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for all the support. Make sure you like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you can get all the notifications when I post. Some of y'all have been saying, Brandon, are they censoring you, or I just haven't been posting. This time it's on me, but I'm gonna try to do better at posting. And again, thank you guys for all the financial support, because everybody know this, and it's like beating a dead horse, but it's reality. Every video I make, they demonetize the video. And I'm gonna explain this very quickly. They demonetize every video I make, and then if the video goes viral, by the time they give me the monetization back, which is in a few days, if they give it back, I've already missed out on 90% of the revenue of the video. So your contributions are very, very effective, appreciated as it relates to helping build the channel and helping keeping everything going, getting new equipment. So I appreciate you guys. All of the descriptions to donate is in the description section. Other than that, man, the biggest help that you can give to this channel is to share the videos, to like the videos, tell a friend about it. So God bless y'all. God bless America. I'm getting ready to release a tour. So stay tuned. I'm gonna make a video about it. I'll catch y'all next time. God bless you. I'm out.